I'm Nicole Havrda. Previous racing background, came from open wheel mainly. Did Formula Regional Americas here in America, then did the F1 Academy last year, which, I mean, it was a big thing, racing around the world at, alongside F1. This weekend, honestly, the team, they literally just called me up and said, hey, do you want to race in Champ Car? I was like, yeah, might as well. Because, just to, work with the team for the first kind of race, and to kind of get to know it all and to see how it works. It's obviously not going to be the same as the P3, but it's very similar, trying to meet the team. And so, getting into a different car it's really fun.
It's -5 out here, man! Another wonderful day at the racetrack.
Just a little bit cold.
Oh yes. Yeah, who would have thunk? We came to Georgia and it's still below freezing. Just letting us put a bit of heat out.
Cool track, eh?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Great times. Cool track. Those hills are nuts.
Oh yeah, going through the S's is insane, eh?
Yeah, it's gonna take some time to figure out for sure.
Yeah, and coming over the top of the hill in the final corner, it's like, it slides a little bit when you're going through there. Like,
oh
it
yeah,
really wants
I haven't
to push
gone
you.
through there fast yet.
Yeah, I have not gone flat at all. I think the closest I've gone is like 50% throttle through there, and it pushes you. It's like, it wants you on the grass.
The pit entry is funny a little bit too at the top.
I know, it caught me off guard, the fact that it kinks left. I almost missed it.
I know, me too.
Hey!
What's up?
That was fun, man.
Yeah.
These Miatas are awesome.
It's super underpowered for this track, eh? It's it's like driving in a parking lot. You're like just flat.
Are you going down to second at all? I was debating.
No.
Yes, third is good, right?
Yeah, I was doing, I'm pretty much in fourth most of it. Like, I'm hitting fifth before I go into turn one and the final chicane. So up to fifth into one, back down to fourth pretty quick, and then stay in fourth until I hit the right-hander onto the back straight.
Really?
Then I'm down to third again.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes
sense. Check tires. We'll have a look at the car, add fuel. These guys are just going to do a bit more of the work. We got to go to tech at some point before 5, but the car doesn't need to be teched for the race tomorrow for today. So all good there. I don't think you'll need it. Obviously, there is a wiper switch in there, but if you need that, we got other problems. And then yes, after today, we're just going to give the car a once-over, check the brakes on the front brakes, and then if anything needs to be done, we can do that.
How many sets are we going through, actually?
Tires or brakes? Tires, we should just have one. 14 hours for tomorrow. Yeah, they're 200 treadwear tires, so they're like the shoddiest race tire that you would normally use is a treadwear 100, so it's twice as sticky as these. So again, that's something to consider too. Like, there's more margin between when the car gets loose and when it's gone than with a slick. Like that margin becomes very narrow with a slick, but with these tires you have a bit more. But because of the temperature of the track, you're not going to want to push too much farther after you get on that line. But again, these tires are pretty good, and they should be getting, they're getting warm enough. They're blistering, but they are a little bit cold and rubbery or plasticky on the outside.
Those ones are old. Like, those ones are from DIR. They don't wear.
But I mean, for today, it's perfect because even like a little bit more of this gets your brain thinking about how this car reacts to doing that, and then tomorrow we'll have a little bit more tire, and you can just push it a little bit harder. You can shift into fifth through the last turn coming down the hill and carry a bit more steam. Then you don't have to shift into fifth on the front straight. Yeah. And you can use more gas because you're in fifth gear instead of fourth, so the back end of the car is not going to But again, just play around with that. And I don't know the first thing about it because I've never driven this fucking car. Oh, hey, he's gone to get new belts for you.
He's going to get new belts?
I got you, son.
Thank you.
Did you drive?
I did from the pit lane up here. It was like a pretty high-speed corner in first gear.
Hit some people, yeah.
I did not. How about you?
No. Next session or whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, right after lunch. We got 3 sessions this time.
Are you excited to get out there?
So excited. Thrilled.
Nervous a little?
Kinda.
Yeah. It'll be cool though. These cars are so easy.
Yeah.
It'll be relaxed.
More
Only
about
thing
the
to watch
clutch.
out for is the cars coming behind you. That's it.
Yeah, we're the slowest group right now.
Yeah,
Second
and
slowest.
they're a little aggressive, so just like
Yeah.
watch your mirrors and you're cool.
What's that?
Yeah, man!
Getting there.
Cool to
Still
actually
got a
drive
lot
loud.
to go. It's busy out there. A lot of people trying to win today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the car feels great. Just gotta keep looking at that track map and
Figure out where everything goes.
The practice day was pretty rough, to be honest. I probably got maybe 1 or 2 laps in because they're constantly, yellow flags, red flags as well, So it was definitely very hard, just throw me in there. And then we had some car problems as well, so we just had to go through tech like a few times just to get it all finalized for the race. More practice would have been really good because, I would have, learned a little bit more sooner to the race. But it was definitely a lot to learn in the little minutes that we had. I don't even know if I can compare the Miata to anything that I've actually been used to. Maybe the GT4 cars that I've driven, because I've actually never raced a manual car on track. So that was the whole experience itself, especially, doing a 14-hour. Yeah, jumping into Road Atlanta, being a brand new track for me, brand new car, manual driving on a track. Never did that before, so it was all very new to me. I think there were like 100 cars on track with us doing a 14-hour endurance race with a brand new team. Very, very random, but honestly a very cool experience, very fun experience. Very new to me all because, going from my background being open wheel mainly, did some GT stuff, so I'd say it's very different from that, especially, trying to learn how to heel toe in the middle of a 14-hour race while there are like a million cars going by you that are faster or you have to like pass them. But all around it was very fun. You're getting my messy hair.
Yeah. How's that for first experience?
Different. Extremely different. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Not expecting that. I was like trying to find the gears and stuff. That was cool though.
Yeah.
It
The
was
complete opposite of what you're used to.
Yeah, very different.
Maybe my fastest lap ever in a car.
Yeah, you get the idea though, of, like, you can find the limit pretty
Yes.
easily. Like, you can feel how much you
Yes.
can push it.
Yes. Like I know the braking and stuff can go, of course, always deeper.
But
And
it's a
then-
really light brake pedal even. Like, I think the
I know,
hardest you
it
can give
is.
it is like 15 kilos of pressure or something.
Yeah,
And it'll lock up.
yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
really
No, it
loose
was really
front,
cool. It's like,
very loose.
it's a different sort of fun,
Yeah.
I'd say, compared to the other cars, but really cool.
Turn in and just
He's so cold that the tires aren't going to get hot enough to take the stickers off. So I had the guys just take them off.
That's smart.
Here we go, here we go.
Ready to start this thing, Pat?
Absolutely. In Miata we trust.
Feeling warm yet?
We'll get there. The car will be warm, right?
Yeah.
In Miata we trust.
It's ready to rock and roll.
We are green, green, green on the front. Green.
Into the start of the Champ Car race in the Miata, I did some sim stuff. I've actually been trying to balance it though, because like when Trevor actually called me up and said, hey, you want to do Champ Car in the Miata? I was like, oh, that's a bit light, that's a bit random. Because I've been, practicing on the sim like the LMP3 at Sebring. So I tried to, balance my schedule, trying to do Royal Atlanta with the Miata. Obviously the MX-5 Cup car is a bit different on the sim than the actual car we were driving. But trying to learn the track, trying to learn the car, how you throw it in the corners. But yeah, trying to maximize that as much as possible. I didn't expect anything that I did, because on the sim I don't have like a manual setup, so I don't have like an H pattern, the clutch. I was trying to learn how to go on and off with it, which I understand how a clutch works because most of the cars I've driven have a clutch, just never H pattern. So yeah, it was definitely a lot of preparation. I was driving on the street actually with my brother's E36, so I was learning how to go through the gears. The heel toe was a bit very, very difficult to learn, but I know that was very important to learn for the race. But yeah, there was definitely preparation before. I was very nervous. Learning that on a new track in a new car was a lot. going into Miata, I didn't think I'd actually be exhausted after like a stint. Definitely a lot to learn and manage because, you know, you're going into the corners and I'm so used to like, you know, hard braking, like paddle shifters, which is simple, going into the corner and, you know, having all that. But now going into it and thinking like, oh, I have to clutch in, I have to downshift, like the whole H pattern was a lot to learn. But I think it's very fun because it's raw. It's raw racing. It's how, like back in the days, people were doing F1 with that kind of stuff. So it was very, very cool to feel that. And I feel like you're more in control in a way because, you know, you're feeling every step that the car is making and you're like in control of that step too. So it was very cool to learn a manual car in a race. So very, very cool. I'd say very difficult as well because, you know, you're constantly thinking about those steps. So instead of going in the corner and being like, hey, I'm gonna brake later, you're actually thinking about like, you know, what gear should I be in? Like when should I downshift as well to help me? Because, you know, there's that engine braking as well, which I think paddles are like more automatic. So you're just constantly, you just go down the gears easily. So it's definitely very, I'd say kind of mentally draining because you're constantly thinking about that stuff, but it was pretty cool. That's crazy.
That was a good first experience?
Honestly, no, because I almost died. Some
Really?
guy spun out of turn, the last corner,
Yeah.
above the hill, and it was like blind. And I had like a big oh shit moment. He was like turned sideways. I was like, holy shit.
Damn.
I didn't hit him, but
That's good though. Yeah.
that was fun. Still trying to get the hang of like
I saw you
everything.
were heel towing, right, towards the end?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to. I just like, I know it will help me. I just, like, I understand the concept, but I just not comfortable with it.
Yeah, the double
Because
downshift is a little awkward.
Because it's like really badly, like ruining me into like the last corner, and then into, I don't know what you call that.
Turn 8, the second right-hander?
Yeah. The main places you brake. Those are like the two I know I'm like losing a lot. But it's fun.
Yeah, it's cool, eh?
It's really fun. Yeah, gosh, our stuff changed so much. We were constantly like running around because someone would get out early and then we'd have to put a driver in, or we'd have to fuel up because actually us drivers were fueling and holding the extinguisher. So it was more of like hands-on instead of like some endurance stuff you end up, you know, driving and then you get out and you go to sleep or something and you relax. But this, we were like hands-on, all of us working together as a team and constantly like thinking, you know, strategy does change because, you know, some guys, you know, we would come in earlier or we'd go for longer stints or we'd change our stints up. So it's definitely a lot, you know, to learn, but also work together as a team to be like, you know, cooperative to just get thrown into the car at a random hour.
Right, so if you're a user of My Races Live, you can also have access to the live timing table here. Why is that amazing? Because for an endurance race, it gives you all the pit stops. So here you can see like, you don't have to take notes of your last pit time anymore, it's already there. You have also all the stint duration you've done, and then the expected next pit time, which is great. So we're using this, instead of using the live timing on my phone, I'm constantly using like this laptop with that view to check where we're at, to know where we're gonna pit next, etc.
It was busy. Gosh, I was surprised how busy it was. I mean, there were like 100 cars racing with us, so it was really cool, you know, especially to see how many people actually come to those races just to watch as well was really cool. It was a cool environment. All the teams working together was really cool, and all the people like interested in talking and coming up. You know, I got a bunch of people coming up to talk to me about like, oh hey, you did like TWOtheFront Academy last year. What are you doing here? Like, this is random. Like, why are you here? And I was like, you know, just here for a one-off. Like, this is, you know, fun. Like, just to get into something different. And I mean, it was honestly just a fun environment, fun racing as well, and just a fun group of people too, because, you know, we weren't there necessarily to win. Of course we want to do good, but we were just there to, enjoy every single second of it, because at the end of the day, racing is about having fun, especially in that little Miata. Definitely very fun. So I had the 4th stint in the day at like 2 p.m. or something. And then I also had the last stint. So I really wanted to take checkered flags, so I got the last one. Very different changes, going into the night, because Road Atlanta is one known that is very, very dark. It's not like Daytona where it's all lit up. So, you're going into the night and your references are changing, and then, there are these bright lights right behind you. So it's constantly like learning and trying to adapt to that as well, because, there are cars that are faster than you passing you, and you have to be very, very aware of that and try not, you don't want to crash at the end of the day. We're like 13 hours into the race, and imagine like crashing or the car failing or something. That honestly sucks. So it was really fun though, going into the night. The night stints were fun. It was very, very cold. I think it was like 0 or something. So, when it does hit 0, you have to think about like tires and grip and all that kind of stuff. So we had a lot of code 35s, which basically a safety car. So ended up going super slow. So, you are thinking about like tire temps are gonna go down. So like when it does turn green, you have to be like kind of cautious about that, because you don't want to go flat out and end up spinning or something. So it was definitely a lot, to take in and process. So no, but it was super fun, going into the night, and it's just you out there with the lights out, and it's pretty cool.
What'd you think?
I feel like a grandma getting out.
Good job.
It was good.
You did a good job.
First one.
First one. You did what? 3 hours of driving?
Was it?
At least. Maybe more. Probably closer to 4.
That was fun.
That was.
Dark into 3.
Is it?
Very.
The lights don't work as well as you'd hoped?
Yeah.
But you can still see apexes. You still see everybody else.
You do. It's quite light everywhere else, to be honest.
How was it for situational awareness with the headlights behind you?
It was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Like you can.
This helps?
Yeah, kind of. But like you can feel them coming up. You can hear them as well.
Yeah.
They're very loud.
You just have to be aware. It's good though. This is good practice for many situations.
Literally. They're all so slow at getting to the yellow.
Some people are, yeah.
I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Good job. Seriously.
Thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Good job, Cam.
Yeah. Way to go. Wow. It's pretty cool.
How was your last stint?
Good. It was really slippery out there towards like the end of that.
Oh, the S's are pretty bad.
Yeah. The right-hander on the way down, not flat anymore.
No.
Yeah, and then there's a couple times where I'm like 4-wheel sliding it through corners and stuff.
Yeah.
Like a little less grip, but it was cool. It was like, I wasn't disoriented driving at night like I was worried I might be.
It honestly wasn't that bad.
No, it's not terrible.
Except for 3 is kind of sketch because you know.
But it's blind anyway. So
yeah.
like even in the daytime, I have a turn-in marker that I go with. So it's just like I just follow that.
You pick it up.
Yeah, it tests your references and like how well you stuck to them, and like,
you have to change some of them though. I feel.
Yeah.
For the dark.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, like the turn 3 plus the first S. You kind of have to because they're so blind.
Yeah.
You have to really have a mark for those. The time they're having fun, laughing all the time, making jokes, as well as just hopping in the car and not really caring at all and just going for it and sending it. And there are no lap times actually to, usually in enduro or sprint races, you have to really be on that lap time or a second off or something. But this is just kind of go there and have fun. Go out and, do your time and enjoy it. And but it was very different, probably the most different I've had in racing. But fun-wise, it was very fun. I had a smile the whole weekend, so if I have that, that's a good thing. Yeah, so very, very random, but going straight from the Miata to the LMP3 into actually an HSR race, which will be sprint races at Sebring, so even crazier. Definitely going to be a bit of a change because the car is faster and you actually have downforce. So it's going to be a lot different and a lot to learn. But at the end of the day, if you can get in the car more often, it's way better. Like, I have been out of the car since November, so getting into whatever car, whatever track, doesn't matter. It's always beneficial. Like we always say, seat time is like the biggest thing. So I was very, grateful to actually do a race before heading straight to Sebring in the P3 car. So yeah, it's definitely different, but still it's, being in the seat, so.